Hi there. So we're now midway through July, and it's not that long till the first show. So first show will be August bank holiday weekend, which is the late August. I think it's the 30th of August, but I'm not 100%. But anyway, yeah. So I'll give you a quick tour of the greenhouse at home, and then we'll pop down the allotment and we'll have a look around there. So leeks are pretty poor this year. If you've got a seed, if you've got double, covered in thrip, just haven't had time for the leeks. But having said that, still got a couple of decent ones. The back there, and you can see the ones down the allotment. Yeah, they're doing alright. I get a stand, but I haven't really had time. I haven't concentrated on growing them, so yeah, you get out of it what you put into it. But on the other side is the onions, and they are looking really good. Some of them, like this one here, are starting to slow down now. The tops are starting to pull back, so I think that's just, I might get another couple of inches out of it. Same with this one. Actually, this one's still putting out new growth. It's very long necked. The top growth's pretty healthy, so yeah. Same with these ones over here. They're still putting out new flutes, so we'll see what happens. These ones here are 27 inches round. The world record was 32, so I'm still a good 5 inches off it, but there's still another 6-7 weeks left, so there's still plenty of time to put that amount of growth on, but they are slowing down. Them there, say 27 inches, that should be in the region of 14-15 pounds, so still a good stand, considering the year we've had. We've had a very dry, cold spring, then we went into a hot, wet summer. So for pests and bugs, I think we've had a really bad year for pests and bugs. So yeah, if you're getting anything good out of it this year, you want to give yourself a pat on the back. So yeah, we'll not a lot to see down here, but we'll pop down the allotment. I'll show you a few bits and bobs down there. Right, so we're now down the allotment, and I'll give you just a quick one. There's not really a lot to go through, other than show you the plants that are grown. But we'll start in the greenhouse. So what we've got here is the giant cucumbers, so very big plants. The pot size that I'm using is 20 litre, the blue bottomed air pot. And we've got some cucumbers forming, and as you can see, they're very long. They're probably a little bit too big, the plants, for the time of year, but hey ho, you can only go what you've got. But yeah, cucumbers are starting to form. So these here are about 4 foot or 4 to 5 foot high, and that's where I want to be setting the fruit from, to hopefully get some decent length on it. So the canes, I've just put a 4 foot cane in. That one's actually a 5 foot cane, and then just pitched it up to the roof, so hopefully they grow up and along the roof, and some of them probably end up out the window and come back down. I had some good results doing that last year, so yeah. Chilies, some very good chili plants starting to form. So they're a 9 litre pot, and I've got some smaller ones here in 3 litre pots. So yeah, the roots are obviously starting to get out. And over here I've got some backup tomato plants. I've had an absolute stinker growing in auto pots. Nothing against the auto pot. I don't think it's anything to do with that, but I'll show you in a second. So I've got 3 backup tomato plants, so hopefully not all is lost, but I'll show you in a second. So yeah, everything in the greenhouse is growing really well. I'm happy with the cucumber plants, and the chili plants that I've kept for bench tops are doing really well. So yeah, we'll have a look outside. So the dahlia plants, as I said earlier, I haven't had a lot of time for the garden this year, so it's sort of a show what I've got here and planned for next year. But dahlias, as always, are just looking after themselves really. I plug the hose in just to water them. So it's got a soaker hose, 2 soaker hoses running down each bed, and same for the top 2 there. But yeah, they're just growing away nicely. Got some nice plants. I'll have a look in here. The legs of that one there. Got your 4 brakes on. So that's Kenora Challenger. And plenty more over there. So yeah, doing okay, looking after themselves, but we'll see what we get come September. So I'll quickly show you in the tunnel. So auto pots, really good bit of kit. Straightforward, they look after themselves. What I've done is I've put plant, I think it's Plant Vitality or Vitalink feed in. It's an organic feed, big no-no. It clogged the lines up, went like sludge. I don't know if it was an off batch of feed or anyway, it just hasn't worked at all. I've had an absolute nightmare with them. Really disappointed because the kit itself is an outstanding bit of kit. But I'm really paid off for myself. You can see the plants just starting to struggle. Blossom end rot, the fruit on it's rotten. Yeah, you can see there. So what I did to try and recover it was take them out. I noticed it was becoming a problem when the leaves started curling and they started browning off from the bottom. So when that happened, I lifted them out of the system, left them for a few days to dry, get on the drier side, flushed them. Then I started watering as normal out of the pot system. The top growth is starting to recover, so you can see the green coming back in the leaf. In particular, more on next to that plant there. And I have got some smaller plants where they're starting to actually recover, but them ones there just look too far gone to be recoverable. The fruit on the top is starting to form again, but I think it's too little too late with them. So when you're using the auto pot, make sure you get your feeds right. So the feed I'm using now is Canna A and B with Canazymes and Rhizotonics in, and that is working. The plants are starting to recover, but it's too late. I've knocked a crop, but these things are set to test work. It's all a learning curve. Everything's that I'm doing, every day is a school day, so yeah, make sure you get the right feeds. So that's it in the auto pot tunnel. So I've got the sprayer on at the moment, so it's a little bit noisy in here. So the hose is on the side sprayer. Leaks this year are nowhere near as good as last year. Reason being, so I have still got some good sized leaks, but the reason they're not as good as last year, I just haven't had time. Work life this year, being self-employed, work's come second, family first obviously, and then the garden last. Priority last year was the garden first, over everything, which sounds really bad actually. But my priorities have changed. The garden's not as important as everything else. So yeah, I've only been gardening when I've actually had time this year, not forcing myself to come down every month. Having said that, I did get up this morning at 5:15 to come down here to give the leeks a water before I start another 12-13 hour shift day and then get in and see the kids. But yeah, better luck next year for the leeks. They didn't get potted up in the greenhouse in February when they should have done, so I've sort of held them back mistakenly. So the leeks are on the smaller side this year, but I know where I went wrong, so I can counteract that hopefully next year and bounce back with the leeks. So yeah, we'll have a look outside. Quickly up the tunnel. onto the giant pumpkins. So it's the battle of the giants. The last time I said that there was some yellowing, well, it's disappeared. It's obviously something that's happened when the leek's been planted out and pushed either nitrogen or a deficiency into the plant, but yeah, it's pushed its way out. It's not as big as the other plant, so the other plant is starting to vine from the sides there. The plant is about 14 foot long, but still no fruit on it. Still no tomato, but there's still plenty of time. The ratios go through right till October, so if I have a big one or somewhere in the yard, I wouldn't mind taking something down just to have a bit look about. Obviously it's quite interesting growing giants, so yeah, so that's it. Quick one from down the allotment. Hopefully get some flowers on shortly. So that's it. Thanks for watching.